During Ludwig's Fast 50 event, a Spectacle did a speedrun of the Hitman trilogy where they said this.
I would not be able to be doing this right now without an insane amount of effort from my community to make these runs better, more consistent, faster, so. But at the end of the day, it really just does come from building on years of experience. We're standing on the shoulders of giants in this run because we're using a lot of tech that comes from old speedruns.
Which got me thinking, what would it look like if someone was to make a brand new route without having ever seen the speedrun? So that's exactly what I did. I gave myself just 5 days to play through and create a new speedrun route for the game Hitman Blood Money Reprisal. Here's how that went. Time starts when we gain control of Agent. Okay, so first things first, apologies if you've seen a Hitman speedrun before. This is going to be a little bit different. If you haven't, please stick around. It might be just a little entertaining video. Okay, so just some context towards this run, or behind this run. Essentially, at the recent Fast 50, a Spectacle did a speedrun of Hitman, in which they said something along the effect of, without the combined efforts of the community, the speedrun wouldn't be possible. That gave me a really stupid idea. So what if I was to speedrun a Hitman game that I've never played before, never seen a speedrun of, never even looked at the leaderboards for? How would that look? And yeah, that's what I did. I tried to come up with my own run from scratch. We're just going to see how it plays, and then we're going to compare it to an established run. And yeah, let's just see what happens. It's been a pretty fun experiment just to test out my own routing capabilities. And yeah, we'll go for this run, and I'll kind of explain stuff as we go. So essentially what we did at the start, we took a disguise, we ran straight to where our first target is going to be located and set up a C4 remote mine. And what we're going to be doing is when we get to a certain point down these stairs, is we will detonate the mine here. And that's going to kill our first target. It's also going to semi-aggro some guards, and they're going to, in turn, bring up an elevator that we're going to need to take. So, what I found with a lot of levels in this game is it's pretty cycle based. So it's about working out what's the best cycle you can find, and what's the best way to kill your targets within the time barriers set by the cycle. Also, just some further context. I've been sent the rules for the leaderboard by one of my friends, so I actually haven't seen the leaderboards myself. But the rules are, or what we're playing in the game is any percent rookie. It seems like the four main categories are Silent Assassin, any percent rookie, and professional. I really didn't want to root out any Silent Assassins runs, and I didn't want to have to root out a professional run either. So yeah, we're doing this on any percent rookie. Okay, so this is probably my favorite stage that I planned out. So we're going to throw a pretty precise C4 or remote mine and detonate it so it kills one of the targets that's hidden behind some guards and through a wall. Usually what happens is if we kill the target with this explosive, it aggroes a lot of guards out here. So you see these police are sort of looking around and running. Normally they would guard this entrance. So I can just go straight down here and skip through without having to get disguised, which is pretty nice. Alright, next up we're going to be using the coin. The coin is super busted in this game. Like this guy, even though I'm totally at the door, he's just not looking because there's a coin on the floor. And this is going to allow us to kill our... Oh, hello? Okay. That guy was blind, dude. I don't know how he didn't see us there. But he was obviously just distracted by the coin. Okay, that's both targets done. And we're kind of just going to flee here. It's not actually super bad. If it's not the worst thing if we were to get spotted there, because we are on the way out of the egg level, so you can kind of just run out and ignore the guards if you don't die. And just like that, we're done with the second stage. Oh, hello? Okay, I got stuck on that door. Okay, so just another side note is I've sort of self-imposed my own rule into this, where I didn't want to take any starting gear other than the base equipment. So the reason for that is I just didn't want the game to turn into a massive shootout with it being on rookie difficulty any percent. I wanted to, come up with some strats. That's why I'm trying to avoid as as much as possible to just run and gun everyone down, which I'm sure would be faster. Okay, so this level is one of two, which are just really infuriating. I know I mentioned cycles briefly before. This stage, there's a huge segment where you just have to wait before you can finish. I'm not sure the exact time. I want to say like maybe it's like 2 to 3 minutes where there's just nothing to do. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a snooze fest when you get towards the end. But the route up until then is pretty fun. We're going to be using a couple of disguises to get to our first target. Unlike pretty much every other target in the game, we're actually not killing the first one. We're going to be smuggling them outside of this weird psychotic jail facility. Another annoying thing about this stage is this cutscene is just unskippable, so we have to sit through it, which is kind of annoying. Most cutscenes, this could be the only unskippable cutscene in the game, now that I think about it. This gentleman has just handed us a photograph of our actual target. So there's 3 targets on this stage, and one of them will be chosen at random. It's complete RNG which one you get. There is like a preferred target, which is super easy to kill, and there's like a least preferred target, which usually aggroes everyone. I'm kind of hopeful we'll get the good one, just because it'll make life easier for me. As we can see, that body just got moved out, which means we know that the auto-scroll timer section has begun. So we kind of just have to wait. We're going to kill our designated target, who's just in here. This was the preferred one, so it's pretty easy to do. But yeah, now we're just going to be waiting. So, yeah. How's it going? You come here often? Okay, finally. So we can quickly just resurrect this guy and make our way straight to the exit. That was long. I'm not really sure what else I can do. I'm sure the actual speedrun has some funky strats which let you skip this. Who knows? But yeah, that was my best. 5 minutes, gosh, it's so long. Alright, so a new life. This is the first stage where I became kind of aware of the randomness of Hitman. The strat I originally devised was really RNG dependent. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. I couldn't work out what could cause that. So this is like a backup route I came up with very briefly before recording, which is kind of also a bit RNG dependent. So right there, I kind of messed up. If that security guard goes through the door, a second security guard comes from where we came from, like towards the start, and they'll both just aggro and kill us. There's a chance, I feel like it's probably like 90-10 that this strat does work, and it's very rare that it doesn't. So if we just run straight through and kill that guard, the second officer gets stuck on this door, and we don't have to deal with him, which is nice. So we kill this guy early, and if we look through, you can see the guard is like stuck on that fence down there, which is fine, and we can just take this gun and disguise. Luckily, this first kill is on a bit of a timer, so it doesn't matter too much if we spend a bit of time picking up the disguise there, because we need to wait for this lady to finish what looks like washing in the swimming pool. Because as soon as she moves, the guard through the glass doors move, and it allows us to kill her. If we kill her any earlier, the guard will see us, and it'll all get aggroed. The target in here is surrounded by security, so the best way to kill him is just to run in guns blazing and run away. You can do a pretty cool like remote mine in there, but sometimes the guards will pick it up and take it away before you get a chance to kill him. I just found that strat was most efficient. Alright, this stage itself is pretty easy, well, at least on rookie difficulty. There's a sort of mystery target where on any difficulty you have to work out where they're located. When you're on rookie though, you can just see them on the map, which is really nice, so it helps speed things up a bit. We're going to assassinate this our first target, and the 2 chefs on the bench or on the table, they're completely blind. They will not notice us. Now we can check our map and see where our second target is. There's 3 locations this target could be in. Luckily, I believe this one is the fastest from testing. It's just closest to where our first and third targets are. And so this is our second target, another one of the Crow Mafia, I guess. We're going to take his weapon and his disguise. Our third target is only really accessible if you have a disguise, otherwise you will get targeted by all his goons. You know what, I've got to admit, this level is playing casually was so fun. Just the amount of like NPCs is just insanely impressive. I don't know what sort of witchcraft they use to make this run, but it looks fantastic. This is our last target. We're just going to run in and get him in the head. Ooh, and make our way out of here. Luckily, the only people that aggro you in there are the rest of the bird crew. So any of the security outside and police won't really care. We can kind of just make our way straight to the exit at this point. Nice. Alright, this stage is probably the first big reset point. There's some shenanigans that can happen based on where the guards are. I'm not sure what dictates the guard's path, whether it's completely just RNG or if there's some way we can manipulate it, but I couldn't find it out. So it to me, it feels kind of RNG. Okay, so this is kind of rough. Oh dear, aim assist. Okay, so sometimes there are no guards present there and you can just assassinate that guy, no problem, and you don't get aggroed. I really don't want to have to reset this early on, so we're just going to keep going. And we're just going to straight up assassinate this guy, bullet to the face. This will aggro the guards outside, this is like a good use of aggro because we need to steal this tape in here. Normally there's someone watching. Because the guards are aggroed away, we can just run straight through and pick up the tape. And this is where the last sort of frisk would be to make your way out. So we went past 2 there. I think each one's like a good 5 to 10 seconds. So it saves a good bit of time getting that disguise early. And I think this could be our second unskippable cutscene of the game. Okay, I'll be real with you. This stage was the main stage that I just couldn't figure out a route for. So this will be the main stage that is just all guns blazing. I think generally the best strat here is just going guns blazing. We're going to make our way to the top of the boat and work our way down and just assassinate or eliminate every target on the way. Starting with this guy. These guards have a raging bolt, like massive Desert Eagle, which usually one-shots enemies, which is nice. Apart from him. And the shotgun itself is pretty good. Probably didn't even need to pick up the shotgun. I think it just slows things down in the long run, but it's pretty cool. So this is our like main target. And through here he has some photos we need to steal. And then usually what happens is as we work our way down... Oh my god, this guy's so tanky, what the fuck? Oh dear. Usually what happens is as we work our way down, we just encounter the rest of the targets and the exits at the bottom, so this seems like the most logical way to go about it. Is that guy behind us? I didn't even realize you could get through into the office that way. But another reason we do it this way is that target there, if you go past them early, they will go off into a locked white hotel room. And it's just a pain having to get them out. It just adds so much time. But, okay. that's the last target. So we can just make our way to the exit, which is just conveniently right here next to where the last target is located. So this stage and the last are definitely my least favorite, like the 2 Mississippi stages. This intro is kind of funky. You just blow up these guys, and usually what happens... Oh, did I just get spotted? Okay, I think we're fine. Usually what happens is all the guards just... whatever, we'll go. All the guards get kind of confused or distracted, and you can just loot that guy for his disguise and his gun. Looks like the rest of them are okay, so hopefully we should be fine to proceed here. Okay, I think we should be okay here. So this is our first target. He kind of hides away in this room. He's normally surrounded by guards. Oh my god, please no. I'm so low already. Oh dear. He's normally surrounded by guards, but if you get that remote mine off, it can lure the guards away. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is our second target. He's usually just standing around outside. This is where I feel like there's a bit of RNG. I know we're already kind of low life, but sometimes you're totally fine to take very little damage down here. Other times you get absolutely destroyed. If you die once, you're into like a last stand mode, and you get like a tiny bit of health to make your way to the end. The finish is right by where we start, so hopefully we can get it through without any major issues. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. It's a pretty short stage, so I don't mind restarting. Like, here, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Alright, so if we throw the C4, blow up this dude. Get these disguise on as early as possible. And yeah, so you see on the minimap, there's like no guards in here now. And no one suspects a thing. The ultimate assassin. Headshot. Okay, so this is pretty nice now. We've got mainly full health. We do take a bit when we fall, but it's never usually enough to be an issue. Our next target's there. And yeah, just from here, straight to the exit. Oh god, there's so many guards in that room. We're super low right now. Oh, we're actually crazy low health. Okay, it's fine. If I died there, I would actually go crazy. Las Vegas. Home of the gamblers, I guess. We got 3 targets in here. Each of them will spawn into the map after a set amount of time. I'm not sure if there's a way to trigger spawnings early or not. It could just be completely time related. So this is the second stage I mentioned earlier, where there's just going to be a lot of waiting around, unfortunately. So first things first, we're just going to kill this guy by pushing him over the edge. Because it's funny. No, he will spot you if you climb up here. And usually by the time we get up here, our first target will have spawned in. There is already one on the map, but if you go for him super early, it can be kind of risky. I like this kill a lot because it's the first time, or the only time, I get to use one of these elevator shaft sort of assassinations, which are pretty cool to see. So this kill is cool. This is a cool kill. This is a cool kill. Because like I said, it's the only time we really get to use one of these elevator assassinations. Okay, so the purpose of killing that guy first and not second is he drops a briefcase. We can put a remote mine on the briefcase, and I'm just going to place the briefcase next to our next target and kind of run away. Here he is. He's none the wiser. And now he's dead. And probably a whole lot of civilians, so apologies. You know, conveniently, this is where our next target will spawn. So yeah, we're just going to wait here for like the next 5 minutes. This is not the target, by the way. There's another one. Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the next target. What we're going to do is, we need a gun, because I just want to kill this guy and run away from a distance, because he has a lot of bodyguards. I'm going to aggro this guy, steal his weapon. The reason I do the one inside and not the 2 out is if you aggro the ones outside, the guards will just start shooting you straight away. If you do the one inside, it gives the target more time to leave the vehicle, and also prevents you from getting shot instantly when you're trying to pick up a gun. And just like that, we're done with the longest level in the game. Casually, this level is pretty cool to play. What's cool is the strat I use here doesn't deviate too much on the strat I came up with casually. I know that's like a bad thing, but at the start, there's some pretty precise timing you can do to get yourself a really overpowered disguise and get to your first target where they're in a location where they won't be seen for the rest of the stage. So I'm going to try and be as fast as possible and get to that target as soon as we can. Okay, so this first target, timing is pretty tight. Like I said, we need to be as fast as possible. Right now, I can see on the minimap that our target is currently taking a pish. So what we're going to do is go in, close the door, and assassinate the target. If you don't close the door first, the target gets stuck, and you can't close the door after that. So yeah, we're going to close the door first. That way, he'll stay nice and hidden for the rest of the game. And you're only meant to have 2 targets, and you unveil 2 more targets halfway through the stage. For some reason, the targets are always active on the map, though. So even though it doesn't say in your dossier who to kill, you can work out who they are. So our second one is up here as well. We're going to throw this and just get a cheeky little remote bomb kill. It's going to cause a bit of confusion, so we can kind of just run past a lot of security and make our way to our second objective, which isn't a target. We're going to look in some files and find who our secret targets are going to be, even though we already know who they are. Alright, so here we are in hell. Obviously this is where the elite come to party. There's 2 more targets down here. One of which is this guy. He'll challenge us to like a fight. The other one is the wife of whoever's costume we're wearing now. Usually they're sort of further outside, and you can put them into a side room and just kill them pretty nice and fast. If they're on the balcony, if you press those buttons, you set off a booby trap which kills them accidentally. Normally it happens instantly though, so I'm not sure what the time is going to be on that. Because that target's still alive, it means we can't just run and gun this guy. Normally you just shoot him in here and run your way to the exit so the other target will be dead. I'm not sure why, but the other one's still alive. This is going to probably cost us like a couple of minutes, which is annoying. Our man, Mr. Red Assassin, Devil Boy, he'll challenge us to a duel. Not the good kind. We can just gack him. And, oh, we need to pick this key and make our way out. I haven't seen anything say out of a target's eliminated either, which is strange. Every time I've used the pyrotechnics to assassinate or to accidentally kill the target, they die almost instantly. So I'm not sure really what's happened. Okay, they're still up there. You see them in the red. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to kill them here. Oh. I don't know. That's never happened before. Normally they do that instantly. But I guess we could just make our way out without too much difficulties. Like I said, normally that target will die first, and you can kind of just run and gun your way out, but, you know, this works. And, like all good escapes, we go in the minivan.
Belongings on the conveyor and move along.
The strat I come up with here is we're going to throw a coin at this guard to distract him. It only distracts him for like half a second, but it gives us just enough time to run in here and grab this disguise. Yeah, now they don't know who they're after, which is nice, and it just lets us run through here without causing any suspicion. Also, a weird thing about this game is sometimes, I think it's like 50-50, you climb up this ladder, and it will either glitch you out of bounds, or you get to go up. It's a clip of me glitching out of bounds. This guy is amazing, because he has the disguise we need, he has a weapon for us, he has a key card which lets us get in the White House, and he's going to be our trap for our other target, who will be walking down here very casually later on this stage and inspect the corpse, which will give us perfect time to assassinate them without much interference at all, which is nice. Alright, so this is the last boss of the game, I guess. On our third unskippable cutscene, I believe he's set to kill the president, and we're gonna kill him instead. Bang. And normally you would sort of chase this guy onto a roof and have a little shootout with him. I'm actually going to just let him run off and go to wherever he wants to go to, because he's not really a concern right now. Oh, so I think we're a bit late. There's our first target. Just going to shoot him down in cold blood. And what's convenient about this is, yeah, it's definitely dead. There's a nice convenient little ladder or plant to climb up. And this will take us conveniently to where our next target is going to be. And also when we climb that ladder, our aggro goes down. So here's our main target. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to run out of ammo there. And pretty much all we can do from here is just make our way to the exit. Yeah, and that's it really. That's the last main stage. We just have one more, like, is it the prologue? The epilogue? I don't know what the word is. Where we will be not really assassinating anyone. It's just going to be a little gun shootout. This is probably the hardest stage on the game as well, to be fair. Oh, so there's the credits. That's the end. Psych! Our man don't die. Yeah, we just gotta kill everyone here, and then that will be the end of the run. This stage is kind of tricky. These guns that it gives you, I know they're meant to be like super beefed out and the best. They actually suck. They take so long to reload. Okay, I think that's everyone up here done. Let's go kill the stragglers. Or let's miss all the shots. Okay. So he's the main antagonist, by the way. We're not just going around shooting a random guy in a wheelchair. Oh my gosh. I hate these guns so much. Can we pick one up? Alright, that's fine. So there's 2 targets down here. Every time I've done this, normally these guys loiter in the church. So you kind of get them off early. It's kind of annoying that they're a bit far away. Oh my god, I've got no... I can't speak. I've not got many bullets, and I don't really want to miss them all. Okay, time. Hello? Is my keyboard working? my stop key didn't work. It's something on spacebar, and it just didn't work. Oh well, yeah, there we go. That's Hitman. That was a fun challenge. Obviously, it's not like a great speed run or whatever, but it was good fun just to set myself the challenge of how good of a run can I create, kind of out of scratch. It was fun. It was really fun to make. I would strongly recommend other people try stuff similar to this. If you're into speedrunning, it's just a really good test of, you know, how good are you outside of just copying what other people do. I don't think I'm very good. I'll be honest. I don't think I'm very good at all. But it was a really fun way to play the game, that's for sure. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. How is it that this run, which is so bad, could be a world record? Well, it's kind of simple and anticlimactic. You see, there's not another run on the list. As of recording this, I submitted my run well over a week ago, and it is not being approved. So, tinfoil time. Either 2 things is happening. Either 1, my run is so bad they don't want it on their leaderboard. Or maybe the leaderboard is just so dead that people are submitting runs and they're just not getting approved. But whichever it is, I've waited so long, so I'm going to self-proclaim this world record. You know, it's faster, it's technically faster than any run on that leaderboard. So, I think that's fair to say. But hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of video, let me know. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.